EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Colt defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Give here to Hampton. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Already here, they're audible to something else. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. He edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. This defense for the Colts, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
And now they'll shift things around.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17.
Shifts by him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The drive begins with Mason. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Leonard. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 3rd and 7. 19 Lion, Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat, 60.
Back to throw. Leonard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Here we go, stop. 70 Lions. Reload. Riggs.
Mason going to get it on first down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Okay, ready?
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, let's go.
Off play action. Leonard. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Leonard. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get turned it all loose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Now they'll audible to something else. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
A run once more with Hampton. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now Robinson, off play action. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Robinson. Wow, and that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
For the Texans.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cougar 19.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Here is 3rd down and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4. 60 Eagles, 60, Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 Lions.
Looking to throw. Leonard. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Two. 60 by Purple 80.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. 14. Texans nothing. Kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
2nd and 5. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Strike. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. Ready.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Leonard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Cowboy 80. Warriors 70.
to throw. Leonard. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Leonard. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
Past the 60, past the 60.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. And now Mitchell from 4 yards out. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now the try here for the point after. And it is now 21-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Robinson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now an audible here into something else. On the give, this is Hampton. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Sheds off the tackle. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Looking to throw. Leonard. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Ethan Evans in punt formation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Let's go. 19-18. Let's go.
Again, it's Hampton. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Robinson. That's complete. It's Jalen Noel.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's fielded at the 45. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Leonard. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Here we go. Go.
Back to throw now on first down.
Running with slant, and he finds Mitchell.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
To the right goes Mason.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll work inside here, Hampton.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's Robinson off the play fake.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. and they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go! Smash! Smash! Cowboy 80! Hey, smash! Street! Street check, smash!
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jenkins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 39-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Now the ball comes loose. And the Colts pick it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills.
Yep.
And, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Offense at the line and set to go. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how to run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Come on. Ready?
They'll hand it to Mason. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Leonard. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Ready, set. Get up. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, up.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So maybe some signs of life. This has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing after the interception. Leonard. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, right on the heels of the pick six. Another ball intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Robinson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Okay, break. Let's go. Half the 60. Half the 60. Cougar 19.
To throw is Robinson. A final shot before break. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And they're on the 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
On the give, it's Mason. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready.
And they'll go again with Mason. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9.
Two. No. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Looking to throw. Leonard. And this is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll change things up.
Lions. Cowboy 80.
From the gun on 3rd down. Leonard under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st down, it's Jenkins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
70 Lions.
Back to throw. Robinson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Robinson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Robinson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Bravo 80.
They'll look to throw again. Down the field, he's got Moore. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 26. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Robinson now from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right at the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Let's go. 60 by 6.
Back to throw. Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Texans 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
Check. Street. No, street. Hey, smash. 65. Go.
A handoff to start the drive to Mason. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
70 Timberwolves. Let go.
They'll run again with Mason. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running left, Mason.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 41-yard line.
19. Ready?
Draw play, Mason. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Leonard. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
Past the 20. 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Colts take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
The try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
31. Texans 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down, Houston.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Robinson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Robinson. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Robinson. And his throw here is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. The secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Robinson. Open man is Collins. He's got it. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
70 Lions.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes
out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Here we go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start with a run by Mason. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Leonard. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Liking 18, Panther 60, Panther 60. Riggs, Cup 19, Cup 19. 70 Lions, go.
Looking to throw. Leonard. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is a chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a full quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And just shutting him off there. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Andy. 54 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Let's go now.
Now Mason. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2nd down and 4.
Cowboy 80. Come on, come on. Set. Cougar 19. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let go.
Off play action. Leonard. Now he's going to step up and run. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Ready, ready, ready.
Now it's Mason. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Off the bootleg, Leonard. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Robinson, off play action. And he's up in it after a gain of 4, up to the 25-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Up the middle they go. Jenkins. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Hey, smash! Ready!
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Get up. Bronco 80. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Leonard. Touchdown! From 21 yards away. And the Colts up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Well, definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 2 yards to go, second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Texans first down.
Now Thomas. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So here's a 3rd and 14.
19 Tiger.
play fake. Robinson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Got it. Ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47th. Throwing to start the drive. Robinson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Robinson. Caught here right side, no. And we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. They'll complete this one to Collins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the Colts, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.